Hi viewers, Privyet. I heard that's how you say hi in Russian. Anyway, as you saw in the title, this clip is intended to be a guide on writing task 2, responding to a survey question. Previously, we have posted common mistakes that people made, so if you missed that video, you can watch it by clicking the link on the top right. And I recommend that you watch it before watching the rest of this video. First of all, I'll talk about the structure briefly. When you get to task 2, you will be asked to write a response to a survey. There will be a short description of the situation, and following that, you'll be presented with two options. You need to choose one of them and explain the reasoning behind your pick. The expected length of your writing is between 150 to 200 words, and you have 26 minutes to complete your writing. If you look at the bottom of the text box during the test, you can see your word count as you type, so this is a handy tool that they provide you to keep track of your writing. And before you begin writing, read the information carefully to avoid misunderstanding the situation or the options that they give. Then, pick the option that you prefer. You can choose based on your actual preference. This is especially good if you have a strong opinion about the subject and you know why you feel that way. Or perhaps you can simply choose an option that's easier to explain, even though it's not necessarily what you like. In this case, you just basically pretend to like the option and present your argument that way. The choice is up to you. I just want you guys to do well in the test, so pick whatever you feel is easier. And with regards to the format, it doesn't matter whether you write in a letter format or an essay format. Both are acceptable. So, how should we write our response? You know that I like to create an outline, so I'm preparing one again here for you guys. I'll suggest a structure when you write your response, and in this structure, you will have 4 paragraphs, which I think is sufficient to accomplish the length requirement. It goes like this. You will have an introduction, where you begin with an opening sentence, followed by your choice. Then you explain your reasons in the body paragraphs, and you finish it with a closing paragraph. Very simple, isn't it? By the end of this video, you will feel a lot more confident when you have to write this particular writing piece. By the way, if you like what you guys see so far, please hit the like button and subscribe to be part of this awesome group. We'll be happy to have you guys as one of our subscribers. Now let's continue with an actual example. We'll use a different topic to work on today, and here I'm going to show you the topic that we're going to use. You're living in an apartment building, and recently the management of the building wanted to improve the security by either installing a new lock for each door or having more cameras. They've sent out an opinion survey to see what the people living in the building prefer. Option A, installing a new lock for each door, or option B, having more cameras. Choose the option that you prefer. Explain the reasons for your choice. Why do you prefer your choice? In our introduction, we start with what we think about the current situation. So I've color-coded the sentences here so that you guys can easily see which sentence corresponds to which part. Here's a sample of the introduction using this format. The recent burglary that happened in our building has scared many of us who live in the building. I appreciate the management initiative to heighten the security that we urgently need. I strongly believe that installing more security cameras around the premise will be an effective crime deterrent. Or with the previous topic about transit passes, if you guys still remember, we can also make an introduction like this. The use of public transportation in Vancouver has not reached its full potential. We can encourage the public to use the transit more by offering an attractive alternative to using private vehicles. In my view, offering a monthly pass would be the best way to do that. And from there, we can start writing the body paragraphs. Like I said earlier, the body paragraphs are the reasons for our choice. I pick installing security cameras for 2 reasons. The fact that it's easy to see and the practicality. When discussing the visibility, I mentioned that the cameras are visible even from afar, so the would-be criminals know that they're being watched. On the second body paragraph, we're giving another reason. This time, we're talking about the disadvantage of installing new locks compared to installing new cameras. If you want, you can write about another benefit of having additional cameras instead. So, in that case, you have two reasons to support your pick, or the one that we have here is, we have one reason to support our pick, and one reason we're against the other option. In this example, the main idea is changing the locks will take more time and money, then we proceed with further explanation. Lastly, we'll repeat our pick one more time at the end, and you can make a short comment or express your support for the decision that will be taken. So here's another illustration of what we might do in the conclusion. Based on those two considerations, I'd prefer that we install cameras in our building rather than spend more money to pay for new locks for all residents. The cameras will give the residents the much needed peace of mind. There you go. That's our method to answer the question in task 2. Remember, this is just an example. You're more than welcome to use a different format, but if you have no idea, this is a good place to start. Lastly, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to our channel and get more free CELPIP resources. Thanks for watching!